Okay, to do side mirror adapters, you need to get the molds. And the molds you want are in the square shape, not the round shape. Those are the old molds. So what you first do is if there's PVA on it, like this green stuff, you want to clean it off with water first. PVA is water soluble. And then dry it off, and then you want to spray some new PVA on it. And you mix PVA 50-50 with water. If you just got it out of the jug, and you put it in a spray can, get a sprayer or one of those portable spray cans. Spray the mold with PVA, wait till it dries. And then you're going to want to do a layup with fiberglass. You're going to need 6 layers in total, 3 teardrop layers and 3 square layers. To do a teardrop layer, you simply cut a piece of chop strand in the shape of this teardrop, put it in, and then after a teardrop layer, you put in a square sheet of chop strand, put that in, and then you repeat it over and over until you got 3 layers of each. Now you're going to want to use the Bondo resin or 3M resin and mix that according to what's on the bottle. But before you do the layout, you want to make sure to put your gel coat on there. And you mix a gel coat the same as you would your resin. So 1 layer gel coat, then wait for that to dry after you put the PVA on. Then put your layers of fiberglass on there with your resin and make sure it's all stippled out. Make sure there's no air bubbles anywhere in this part. Make sure you push down everything with your paintbrush. And you wait a couple hours and it'll be cured. You stick a screwdriver on one side, and peel it up, and then you'll have basically something that looks like this. And you want to trim around here using the bandsaw. Then you can go over to the vertical belt sander and you can sand the rest of this edge off and do as flat as you can on each side. And then you may have to hand sand or use a pneumatic sander to make this piece fit in contour with the door. After you've done that, you're going to want to sand the outside the piece, inspect for any air bubbles, things like that. Fill them with fiberglass Bondo. And after that, you can start painting your piece. And so you want to paint it with the mirror spacer paint, which is silver. And then so you basically put a couple layers of paint on there and sand it down like this. And then after you sand it down, you want to spray a couple coats of clear on there so it looks like this. And then somewhere in the process, you also have to drill the holes for the screws to go through. And you should see little indentations left by the actual mold. So once you got all that done, then you're done with your mirror spacers. Make sure they fit in the car before you put them in the box. Make sure this surface is flat. And that's how you make mirror spacers.